Good product, but if you are not tech savvy you may need some extra help. Does come with a video to help set up, but it is a foreign company so a little hard to understand. We are using it at a distance of about 1/4 of a mile and have had no problems. Love that it does not need to be reset after power outages. The cable that used to connect the two buildings was damaged and couldn't be replaced. This pair of devices allowed a virtual cable to connect the two buildings. They are only about 200 meters apart, but there are some trees that could potentially interfere at times. However, I get almost about 80 megabits per second bidirectionally all the time. I'm very pleased with the performance. Of course the hardest part was setting up the devices on the roofs, but that is not their problem. I am running 2 sets of these bridges and it is literally power them up to make sure they are connected then install. I am using one to extend one network to our RV site which about 500 shooting through the flower garden. The second I am using at about the same location to run a PTZ IP camera. I see many uses for these. One note, I have each set running through a different router, DHCP, and neither router shows the IP address of the master or slave. I am not sure how it can be hidden but they are. Update, the factory default is 192, 168, 188, 252 and 253, so it is not part of any normal network. Update to the update, 3 broke the camel's back. So I had 2 up and run just by plugging them in and had 2 remote cameras working well. The third one broke the camel's back. After playing with these a while I found that all 3 sets of these bridges use the same IP address at 192, 168, 188, 252, master, and 192, 168, 188, 253, slave. If you are familiar with networks, having multiple devices running on the same IP address is a no-no, so I decided to reassign them new addresses manually. All went well until I screwed up an address for the slave by assigning it 192, 168, 188, 255. I must have had a senior moment because I had assigned it an impossible address but it took the address. Click link in description for more reviews.